Hello and welcome once again to MG Tracing. Now we've got a double glazed door here that's about 20 years old, and actually through the winter you could hear a little bit of sound that was coming from outside, which is a sign that it's actually not sealing very well, so it's probably costing us a lot of money with heat escaping. So I am going to do a very quick and simple hack to fix that. This is something I bought for $4.99 from Amazon. I've not been paid or incentivized in any way. And what we're going to do is we're going to open this up, split this into two, so you have a little thin bead. Now initially when this door started to let a bit of air in, we were able to tighten everything up, but now we need to do something about this seal. So what I'm going to do is I'm very carefully going to cut it to size, peel off this brown bit, which will then go that way, and I'm going to sort of put that slightly under this black seal and create a bigger seal. That then makes a perfect contact with the door. You can see this sort of line here is where that black seal is touching, but it's not quite tight enough when the door is shut to stop a little bit of air getting through, and in the winter costing you money with a little bit of heat going out. So because this will now have this touching it effectively, with it stuck to the other side, we should get a much better seal. And although it's a bit warmer now in the UK, in the winter we won't be wasting any heat through this door without the cost of a sort of £4,000 for another new front door. I'm going to split this because you only need 1/2, and then I'm going to then measure that to the size of the door there, ready to fit. So I've split that in half. You don't need to cut it, it just pulls apart, and I've measured it to the door frame there to just make sure that is going to fit in. Now I'm just going to peel off the brown backing and stick that just underneath that black seal that I showed you earlier. So as you come down, you're just taking off the backing, and as you tuck this in, when you're sticking it, try and get it underneath that edge of that black seal, which will make that a little bit more rigid, but also make the original seal there will have a better contact as well. With the backing off, you can now see that that has just been tucked neatly, stuck with the self-sticky backing tightly behind that original seal, so it gives the original seal a little bit more oomph so it doesn't move, and will make better contact with the door and also the white bit itself. And it doesn't really look, does it, like you've done any repair there. It's just not obvious there's anything been added. Now at this point, make sure that the door still shuts. If you bought too deep a material, then you may find that the door won't actually shut, and I can already hear the difference. Now I've only done one side, but there's considerably less noise from outside, and that is showing that that is going to be a good seal for winter. So I just need to do the other side there and the top, and then we'll have a look. When you're doing it, you may find that cutting the ends at 45 degrees actually then makes it a bit easier to get those perfect 90-degree corners on the door. So one $4.99 pack was enough to do the whole door. It does get a bit fiddly, I'll be honest, when you get down to here, and you've got to make sure that you are getting this right up or behind the black seal there, and then don't for it to come underneath. So as well as on the top, this seal needs to go all the way around there, all the way up and over, and it needs to be in the top. And there we are. That took about 10 minutes. And that is an absolute perfect cure. That is, there is no traffic noise coming from outside now. And that traffic noise was accompanied by a lot of cold air in the winter. So $4.99. I'll put the Amazon links below. I do earn a little commission if you buy it through my links, but they're $4.99, and they're going to save you a lot of money on the new door, and they're going to save you a lot of money on lost heat. This is Paul from London. I'll see you in the next video. Cheerio.